And now joining me for an NCAA.com March Madness Skype session, Dominic Green, a junior from Washington, who hit the shot. If you were up late Saturday night, that certainly has got to be one of the best shots this season in college basketball, at the buzzer to knock off Arizona at Washington. Pandemonium soon. And look, Washington right now, after the sweep of the Arizona schools, I put them into my Power 36. I think this has the makings of an NCAA tournament team. And by the way, a team that still could compete for the Pac-12 regular season title. So Dominic, let's go back to the last possession. It originally was not meant to be in your hands, but DeAndre Ayton blocks the shot, and it's an opportunistic situation for you. Take me through those final just chaotic seconds of what you saw as the block was happening and the ball's coming right to you.
Well, I seen the ball get deflected, and then I knew right before that there wasn't that much time on the clock, so I knew if any chance the ball bounced to me, I had to just get up as quick as I can. And so right as it bounced to me, I just picked it up, took a quick glance at the hoop, and just tried to get off the best shot that I could.
I mean, you'd hit 3 previous three-pointers, so you were feeling it. I mean,
Yeah.
You'd been in sort of single digits, I think, the games before. You had 14 in this game. What was it about this game that allowed you to just feel even more comfortable just overall from the perimeter, and then obviously to want to take and make a shot like that?
Well, the shots that I was getting during the game, most of the shots that I hit, they were pretty wide open, so I just felt pretty comfortable. And that last shot, I just felt like I was in rhythm. And so, I just was able to knock it down, stuff that we work on.
All right, so how often have you ever hit a buzzer beater?
Not since I've been at UW like this.
And what were the emotions like as your teammates are swarming you, the crowd is surging toward you?
Man, it was an unreal moment. It was my adrenaline was really rushing. First, I couldn't really see much because I was in the bottom of the pile, so it was kind of dark down there. But as soon as I got up and I seen everybody celebrating, going crazy, it hit me. I was like, wow, it really hit that.
So you guys have already had some great wins. The win obviously over Kansas in Kansas City. You beat USC on the road. You took on Colorado. And then you beat Arizona State before this game. What is it about this team's development this season that has put you guys in position to knock off a team like Arizona at home?
Well, honestly, I think our defense plays a big part. We go so hard on defense and we communicate, we move around, we get to the spots that we need to be at. And on top of that, we in the big games that we have won, we showed what Coach calls poise. He wants us to keep our poise while we're out there. Don't get too rattled. Keep your calm. And that's something that we've been doing a great job of doing. Being able to pull out these tough games.
So he's a disciple of Jim Boeheim, obviously known for the zone. How hard was it for your team to adapt?
At first, I'm not gonna admit it was kind of tough. Because it's something that you never had to do. It's a different type of zone. The type of zone that we usually ran was just, the normal one. You're not really as aggressive in it. This one, you have to be real aggressive. You have to move. You have to communicate. And so, at first, it took us a little while to gel together and get used to it. But as the games went on, and as we came closer as a team, it started to form. We started to finally just started to be up, and it just started to look nice.
Yeah, because I think sometimes there's a misperception that if you're playing zone, you're not moving that much. It's kind of a lazy defense. You don't have to be as athletic. But that's not the case. I mean, this really relies on athleticism, on reach, length, foot positioning. How much do you think you guys have sort of learned about shooting down those misperceptions of playing a zone like that?
Yeah, we've learned a lot because we used to have to wake up wake up 5 in the morning, come down here, and all we would do in morning practice is defense. We wouldn't touch the basketball. And so it made us learn, this matters. And you got to move, you got to be active, you can't be lazy, because if you're lazy, you're going to get scored on.
Yeah, and then that's obviously where the openings occur, in that zone. And Arizona got in the middle there, but they missed a lot of those mid-range shots. How surprised are you when players get open in that middle part of the lane, like we saw the other night, and they all of a sudden look like, oh my God, I'm so open, and yet they don't hit it, that mid-range jumper?
I think when most players, because we would have to practice against it all the time. So when I would catch in the middle, I would think like, okay, there's two behind me, there's three in front of me. You feel kind of surrounded. But then at the same time, that's a shot that not many players really practice on. Because it's like, okay, I don't really need to work on this mid-range shot because when am I ever going to shoot this type thing. And so I think a lot of players, when they get in the middle of the zone, they get kind of, oh, I don't want to turn it over. I don't want to do this. Let me kick it out. Because most players, when they're tired, when they catch on the high post, look opposite or, look to kick because there's always going to be somebody open. But in our zone, when you catch in the middle, we go to the shooter so you have no help. And so you're pretty much on the island when you catch it on the high post.
And Dominic, how would you describe Mike Hopkins' energy?
Man, his energy is great. His energy is something else. I've never experienced a coach that has that type of energy level all the time. Even when the things are going bad, his energy makes you want to go out there and do it, run through a wall.
And Dominic, before I let you go, as I said at the beginning, I think you're an NCAA tournament team as long as you just sort of take care of business. But winning the Pac-12 is not out of the question yet here. You guys have put yourself in position to where there's a chance for that. What's the mood in this locker room of what still could be attainable this season in the regular season and into March?
The first thought is we take it one at a time, one by one, because that's what is really going to get us there is if we take one game at a time. Second, it's always going to be in the back of our minds that that's a possibility, so that's something that we're going to be striving for as well. But as long as we can get these games, one at a time, I think that's key for us.
Well, Dominic, you've got a moment and a memory for a lifetime, but I have a feeling this may not be the last one for you and this Washington team this season. Appreciate you joining me here on this NCAA.com Skype session.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. It was nice talking to you.